Today on the channel, we're back at it with the latest and greatest from the WCW vs. WWE Monday Night Wars line. This time, it's Kane.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another WWE vs. WCW Monday Night Wars Walmart exclusive. This time, part of the Golga Build-A-Figure wave, we got Kane. But for all your Kane Monday Night Wars needs, Walmart. But for everything else wrestling related, hit up Ringside Collectibles, use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10%. Gotta get a deal out there. And of course, gonna do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're gonna take a look at the packaging, we're gonna talk about it, we're gonna unbox it, we're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And Kane, no stranger to the Elite line, Ultimate line, Main Event line, Basic line, you name it line, we've got a Kane. But this Kane, a little bit different. We don't have a Kane that is quite like this one. Very close, very similar as many masked Kane figures are, but this one's just a little bit different. And of course, this represents his tag team with The Undertaker, the Brothers of Destruction. And I believe this represents the Edge and Christian match, if I remember right. I'm sure it's in the blurb on this as well. But should be a very, very good figure here for Kane. Would love to see an Undertaker that matches this, so maybe that'll be coming in the future. We'll see what ends up happening there. But let's take a look at old Kane in the package here. Of course, Monday Night Wars packaging there. Got the masked Kane, glamour shot Kane. There's Golga. Can't wait to dive into him as well. Monday Night Wars logo there. Window box, of course, Elite at the top. Kane looking extra dangerous on the side. Certified authentic. No grandma's confused by that, as we do know. They don't need to be buying those bootleg figures, of course. And then you got Kane up here, tail of the tape, got the blurb, got the cross-sell unboxing. Every single one of these on the channel. Very end of the week, we will unbox or we'll put together the Golga and we'll rank the entire wave from my least favorite to my favorite. Stay tuned for that, of course. But let's see what it says about one Kane. From Parts Unknown. Oh my gosh, beautiful this time of year, boys. You know about Parts Unknown, right, Todd McFarlane? You feel like you're living in Parts Unknown right now that you've lost the DC license, you're just down in the dumps? Yeah, I know, I get it. Good friend Todd, he's still down in the dumps for McFarlane losing that DC license to Mattel. I got a feeling, though, you're working on something. Todd, you're too smart of a guy to just sit and sulk on a couch and head over to Parts Unknown and sulk. I think there's big things in your future, my friend. Yes, I do. We'll talk about it later, but stay tuned for Todd. He's going to knock it all out very soon. Height, 7 feet tall, 323 pounds. Finisher, that dreaded Tombstone. What do you guys want in your Tombstone? Cheese and pepperoni. Yeah. All right. Shout out to Tombstone Pizza. Once upon a time, I was a craft man, and I used to have that under the portfolio, of course. Happier times. And speaking of happier times, Raw, June 26, 2000 is what this is from. My birthday, of course, you guys all have it marked on your calendars, I'm sure. June 25th is my birthday. So I'll accept all gifts. Sure, I will. Gift cards, you name it, whatever you want to do. But no, this would have been the day after my birthday. So if this was from Raw, that means my birthday was on a Sunday that year. What was I possibly up to? I'm guessing I was probably 2000. What was I doing for my birthday? I was probably had to work. That's what always happened. I had to work on my birthday probably, but it was summertime, of course, so there was no school. Like school in summer, not cool. So I was probably, I'm guessing I was getting barbecue somewhere probably. Is probably what I was doing. I'm not a big barbecue guy, or pizza possibly. But I don't know. I don't know what I was up to. I'd have to go back to the Rolodex. Of course, the history of Kyle. I think I have that book right here. It is right here. Let me grab that here. Haven't shown this in a while. I'm still working on it. You guys will be able to buy it soon, of course. It is my autobiography right here. I've been working on this it's called Gotta Get a Deal. So it's kind of the story of my life from a kid growing up on the mean streets of the West Side, building his way up, fighting for his life every single day, getting a job at 14, never being unemployed, working his way through college, 30 plus years in the grocery industry, and collecting action figures along the way. a riveting story. So maybe one day I'll do the audiobook of this as well, and we'll see what happens. But maybe more on that in the future. But let's get back to Kane. I think that's what people came here for, did they not? But let's read the back here. It was a slobber knocker. Oh, it sure was. When the Big Red Machine and Undertaker utterly destroyed the World Tag Team Champions, Edge and Christian. Cope, as he's known in some circles these days. Career highlights: WWE Champion, World Heavyweight Champion, World Tag Team Champion, of course. And then we got Golga down here. The Masked Mauler was part of the fun-loving, freakish faction, the Oddities. Would love to see more Oddities one of these days. Just leave the ICP out of it. You know how that goes. See you later. Goodbye, like a young Iceman George Gervin. We're going back to the Spurs legends way before my time, but fun to say, fun to say. The Iceman, maybe Vinnie Johnson. Wasn't he the cooler for the Pistons back in the day? Who knows, who knows. We got Kane right here locked in. We got the Golga head. Of course, going to do that in a separate video. Stay tuned for that. Can we have any tighter hands in the package? Maybe we could, maybe we couldn't. I don't know. Gonna pop this Kane out of here. There it is. Maybe. Come on. Boy, these are some tight twist ties, Todd. Todd, you're just not the same on the couch. Todd just not joking around like we normally do. He'll come around. He'll come around. You know what they say, like hard times come, hard times go, but I'm here forever, something like that. I maybe just made that up. See you later, like a young Bill Lambier. You guys ever play Bill Lambier's basketball for Super Nintendo back in the day? An all-timer of a game. I enjoyed that one for sure. But let's dive into Kane. Oh, it's Kane. I can hear Paul Bearer's voice in my head when I say that. But we do got Kane right here. We got two gripping hands over here. We got two splayed out hands over here. No fists. What are we doing? What are we doing? We need some fists for Kane. But that's it as far as accessories go. But this is a Kane figure. And the first thing I noticed about the red on this, even on the back of the package for this figure, the red was a lot more vibrant. It's a very dull, kind of flat red on here. It doesn't look bad, but it definitely does look different. One of the big differences too, we've seen a lot of Kanes with very similar outfits, of course. We've seen the whole arms covered. We've seen both arms kind of bare. We've seen a lot of different versions of Kane, all the way to the unmasked Kane, corporate Kane era as well. But he's got the more like turtleneck, all this covered, where later on we kind of got the deep V going on. Oh, everybody loves a deep V, of course. Power move, right, boys? Yeah, that's right, power move. The deeper the V, the powerful the move, the more powerful the move. But that is one difference between these. But you see this head sculpt, you know it's Kane. You got that mask, the red and black attack. The big red monster is what he is for sure. You got the long hair going on, looking very, very good. You got one arm covered, one arm is bare. You got the forearm gauntlets going on. You got the right gloved hand, of course, open hands on both sides. Then you got the Kane jumpsuit throughout. You got the black belt with the studs painted in there. You got the studding around everywhere. I like that they're actually sculpted in, so it actually just feels a little bit more premium that way. We do get down to the legs here. The red and black attack continues down to the black, very shiny boots on Kane as well. Very shiny black boots. And look at this. You got the toe articulation. He's got these ultimate boots we got with him before. So we see the Mattel team reusing those every once in a while. I wonder, I don't know how many years it'll be, 2, 3, maybe 5 years from now. Wouldn't be shocked to see ultimate boots and on everybody. I could see that happening. They slowly progress, get to that. I think I could see that happening. We'll see what happens. Arms, of course, go all the way around for us right there. Bicep cut. Double jointed, pinless elbows. You know those are the hits I want to be played with. And Todd, I'm just saying, I know we've talked about it's a sensitive subject. It's too soon, you said last time. But I think this pinless joints game, it's catching on. I'm just saying, I have a feeling Mattel and their DC, they're going to be pinless joints. I'm just saying. Just saying, get on the pinless train over there. You too, AEW Jazz Wears. Hands removable back and forth, side to side. Ab crunch. Little bit loose, a little froggy. I've seen worse, I've seen better. Waist articulation, those big old Kane splits. Look at that. A gymnast in a former life. Of course, the Big Red Machine. We know how that goes as well. Leg goes up. Oh, kinda. A little limited right there. Ooh, very tight. Very tight. Oh, we got the Vietnam bounce back on the left one too. So I am assuming Vietnam. You never assume Vietnam, but yeah, you assume Vietnam, and you're right this time. But Vietnam, for whatever reason, very tight in the legs and the hips right there. They got to work on it. Now, we've seen improvements, but not 100% improvements yet. We're well on our way, hopefully. Double jointed pin knees. Oh, yeah, you love it, Todd. I know you do. I don't, though. Pin knees on this one here. Boot cut, ankles, back, forth, side to side, up and down. And then, of course, the toe articulation that sets the world on fire right there for old Kane. Now, This Kane to me on the surface feels like it's just another Kane in a million of sea of Kanes we've had over the last decade plus. However, this one's a little bit different. It's got a little bit different look to it, a little bit different color to it. I like that we got something different here instead of just Kane paint by numbers, which seems like we get a lot of those over the years as well. So I like what we see with this one here. Could it be the standout of the set? I guess we'll see as we dive through the rest of this set here, but a fun one, no doubt about it. Would love to see an Undertaker to match this one in the future. And who knows, maybe we had one. Looking at my Undertaker collection over there, I don't think we have one that exactly matches it from this time frame, but hopefully we get one if we don't already. But there's Kane from Mattel Monday Night Wars Walmart exclusive line. What's your thoughts on this Kane? Worth a pickup for you? A pass, long game, no game, not so sure game? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Getting close to 50,000 subscribers. Need your help. Make sure you do subscribe. Check out SirPaul64 on the X, the _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So for the Big Red Machine, Kane, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.